Hey guys, I'm Morgan Davis. I'm the former American record holder in the 500 meter and 1000 meter row, and today I'm here to talk to you about damper settings and drag factor. Now, if you saw our previous video, we taught you how to row, and we mentioned the damper a little bit in that video, but today we're going to go more in depth. This right here is the flywheel cage or the fan cage, and inside of it is the flywheel. Now, the damper controls how much air is coming into the fan cage. A higher damper setting allows more air into the cage, and a lower damper setting allows less air into the cage. Now, if you have ever rowed before and you've rowed with the damper setting at 10, you will notice that it feels heavier as opposed to rowing with the damper setting down at 1. When all that air is coming into the fan cage, it makes it harder for that flywheel to spin. You have to put more work in to get that flywheel to spin. Now, the other part of it too is when you're coming into your catch position, all that air allows that flywheel to slow down faster. And what that does is then it creates more work for you. You have to put in more effort when you start your next pull or your next stroke. Now that you know what the damper does, what this fan cage is and what the flywheel inside is, let's talk about drag factor and where to actually set your damper. Now, on your recovery, when you're returning to the catch position, your monitor is measuring your flywheel and how it is slowing down, and that is what drag factor is. All right, so now that you know what drag factor is, let me give you some recommended ranges. For males over 165 pounds, the range is 125 to 140. For males under 165 pounds, the range is 120 to 135. For females that are over 135 pounds, the range is 120 to 130. And for females under 135, the range is 115 to 125. Now, for these ranges, we recommend staying within them for all of your rowing workouts. Over time, you will figure out where exactly you land within that range. Now, the drag factor can differ from rower to rower. So what we're going to do is show you how to find your drag factor on your screen and then how to adjust your damper to get it into the correct range. My ideal drag factor range is 120 to 130. I think my damper setting needs to be around a 6, but I'm going to double check. So I'm going to hit menu, and then I'm going to come to more options, and then I'm going to go to display drag factor. Now from here, I'm going to begin rowing, and my drag factor will pop up on the screen, and I will adjust from there. After a couple of pulls, my drag factor was showing 157 to 160. My range is 120 to 130, so I need to adjust my damper down and then re-pull and see where it is. We've adjusted down the damper, and so now we're going to see where the drag factor is. And now my drag factor is displaying as 127, which is right in the range that I want it. So now my damper setting is at 4, almost 5, and that is where I will do my rowing workouts on this specific rower. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this helps. Now, if this just completely went over your head, go check out our other video about how to row and start from there.